Hi guys, me, Nayara, Shanti, and Rumi are here to present a project about intellectual property, copyright, and trademark registration for Lionsgate Company, understanding the process of applying for and securing a copyright trademark registration. Learning objectives, copyright, trademark. What is intellectual property? Patents, trademarks, and copyright definitions. What can be protected using copyright? What rights does copyright give me? What are my rights as an author of work? Then we're going to teach you how to apply for a copyright registration for a motion picture, for music soundtrack, and also how to apply for a trademark registration for a product related to the motion picture project.
Hello, folks. Shanti here, part of a three-member team. And as you probably already know, a lot of motion pictures obviously have a soundtrack, and I'll be dealing with that when the time comes. Right now, we'll talk a little bit about what the term intellectual property means. It refers to the creation of the mind, such as inventions, literary and artistic work, designs, symbols, names, and images used in commerce. Basically, it's a creative property. IP its acronym is IP. It's also protected in law by the use of patents, copyright, and trademarks, which enables people to earn recognition or financial benefit from what they invent or create. By striking the right balance between the interests of innovators and the wider public interest, the IP system aims to foster an environment in which the creativity and innovation can flourish. So let's talk about a patent. What is a patent? A patent is an exclusive right granted for an invention, which is a product or a process that provides, in a general way, a new way of doing something or offers a new technical solution to a problem. To get a patent, technical information about the invention must be disclosed to the public in a patent application.
Hi friends, I'm Rumi. I would like to talk about trademark. A trademark is a sign capable of distinguishing the goods or services of one enterprise from those of other enterprises. The trademark can act as an advertising device so that consumers link a product or services being offered with a mark. Example, when we hear about Just Do It, we immediately think about Nike products. And as our project is basically on copyright, I would like to speak something about copyright. Copyright is a legal term used to describe the rights that creators have over their literary and artistic works. There are three basic copyright requirements. The work must be original, and the work must be fixed in a tangible form of expression, and the work must be a work of authorship.
So, me again, Shanti, and now we go ahead and talk about the what kind of protection can be provided for copyright. Literary works such as novels, poems, plays, reference works, newspapers, articles. Another category would be computer programs, databases, films, musical compositions and choreography, artistic works such as paintings, drawings, photographs, and sculptures, architectural and advertisements, maps, and technical drawings can all be copyrighted. What rights do copyrights give me? There are two types of rights under copyright. One, and as you're probably interested in, are the economic rights, which allow the rights owner to derive financial reward from the use of their works by others, and moral rights, which protect the non-economic interests of the author.
What are my rights as author of work? Most copyright laws state that the rights owner has the economic right to authorize or prevent certain uses in relation to a work, or in some cases, to receive remuneration for the use of the work. The economic rights owner of a work can prohibit or authorize its reproduction in various forms such as printed publication or sound recording, its public performance such as in a play or in a musical work, its recording, for example, in the form of compact discs or DVDs, its broadcasting by radio, cable, or satellite, its translation into other languages, and its adaptation such as a novel or into a film screenplay, which is our project for Lionsgate. Can I register for copyright? In the majority of countries, and according to the Berne Convention, copyright protection is obtained automatically without the need for registration or other formalities. Most countries nonetheless have a system in place to allow for the voluntary registration of works. Such voluntary registration systems can help solve disputes over ownership or creation, as well as facilitate financial transactions, sales, and the assignment and on transfer of rights. So let's go to the website. This is the copyright registration website. We have a project for Lionsgate. So the first step to initiate our registration is going to copyright.gov and clicking register. In our case, we are registering for a motion picture project. For Lionsgate Company, this is going to be a very popular movie in 2020. The name of the movie is A Case to Remember, and it's about a law firm and some lawyers. And in order to register this movie, we're going to click in Motion Pictures. Motion Pictures, you can read some about what is our project about, statutory definitions, motion pictures categories, electronic registration system, and then you go in the register a motion picture and click here to start your registration. First step to apply for a copyright is to create an user ID and password for the Electronic Copyright Office. Then you must be sure that after you complete your application, you have to provide some required information such as files or a copy of your work. So let's begin. This page, we have to select the type of work we seek to register. In this section, we submitted the name of the movie, and in our case, it's going to be series. So it's A Case to Remember from the series Business Law. In this section, we inform the year of completion and if our project it was published. So in our case, the completion was 2018. We also inform the author's name, and in our case, we are using the organization's name, which is Lionsgate. We indicate the author contribution. For this case, the entire motion picture project. We decided to add a claimant, in our case an individual, which is myself, to obtain the contractual right to claim legal title to copyright in this application. In this page, we identify the copyright claimants in this work. Nayara as a claimant, and the organization Lionsgate will have the copyright transferred. This page, you can add the name and address to which the registration certification should be mailed. It can be to an individual or an organization. This page, you can choose special handling, but it's optional and may be requested only if one of the compelling reasons listed above applies. So pending or prospective litigation, custom matters, or contract or publishing deadlines that you must expedite the process. This special handling fee is $800. In this page, you certify that you are the author of this project and you kind of sign this application. This page, you have to review the information you enter carefully before proceeding. For this application, we saved the information about the movie, a case to remember. And now we will continue the application, adding the sound recording to this project.
So with the sound recording, when you apply for a sound recording for copyright registration, that process is also provided on the copyright website. There's a couple of things you got to do, much like the process for any work of art. You're going to go ahead and basically just obviously identify the name of the song you want to get some protection and copyright action on. And then once you've done that, you're basically filling in some biographical information about the song, the title, the date it was created. Let's see. The author, the writer's bio, the relationship to the writer, because the person that registers it may not necessarily be the writer, or vice versa. So that needs to be clearly stated. And then if it's not the author, you would go ahead and type that person's contribution. And if it is the author, you'll state that too. So you're just basically making clear the origins of this song, because you have a hit song and it'll be remembered for hundreds of years. So it needs to be properly credited to the proper person or persons. In this case, you would add, if there's a couple people involved, maybe somebody wrote the melody, somebody wrote the lyrics. They're all going to be included on here. And then, yeah, even if you include a couple people on it, they may not be claiming the copyright. Maybe you paid them just so much money for the melody, and they're happy with that. You had a clear contract, and that was it. They don't get any credit. So, but they might be mentioned anyway, and this is where you do it on this particular spot on the copyright website. And then we have a small step here, just for the claimants. More biographical information. This is where your mailing address is for the claimants. Special handling, et cetera, et cetera. So if you want to get you're going to get your certificate of authorship, you can hang that on your office wall or toilet, whatever you want. You're going to get a nice certificate. And you can save this template, because maybe you're going to eventually, the same people were involved and you've got a couple songs you need to register. You'd go ahead and just save that template and save time. And then obviously the Uncle Sam gets their share. You're going to go ahead and pay your bill, right? It's going to tell you what you owe, your final balance. And in this case, looking at, it's pretty cheap actually. It's a whopping $55. So, but you never know. You could be making millions on it. So that's a pittance.
Yeah, I would like to talk about categories of trademark. There are 4 categories of trademark: generic, descriptive, suggestive, and arbitrary. For our movie, we try to register a t-shirt. To apply for a trademark, one needs to go to USPTO site. First step is to fill a TEAS plus application. The next step is to fill out filing attorney information. Then the next step is to fill out applicant information. The next step is to select the type of trademark and enter the mark information. In our case, it will be a case to remember. The next step is to select the right goods and services category of t-shirt. In our case, class 040 is applicable. The next step is to select the basis of filing. In our case, it is for commerce. And finally, the fees has to be paid. And if anybody has any questions relating to this, they can contact us here at the website mentioned. And finally, I would like to say thank you to all of you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Please like us on our Facebook page.